Hi guys, it's Shell with Little Acres Creations, and I have a junk journal for sale. So I created this, and this is a really green, it's kind of like a really deep evergreen almost, and it's got this beautiful inlay, and then there's the spine. It's got the curved spine and has a little heart down here in the corner, so that's my signature. And this book was created using Nick the Booksmith's class. So it's been so much fun. So I will put a link below so you can go check out her course. If you're interested, you can purchase it on Etsy and learn how to make these awesome books. So let me show you what I did here. I have some seam binding, and that's as the closure. Make sure you can see it all. And then I have a little pocket here with just some satin roses that I had in my stash. Just an old photo that I picked up at an antique market. And then this is one of those weather ephemeras that I picked up in California at that antique mall. So this one's 1960. I have probably 1,500 of them. So I figured I'd put one in each person's thing. And I thought this was kind of interesting because she's talking about cottontails taste good this time of year. And this, I would love to know if anyone knows what this says or what it means. What is a Coors? How is it spelled? Is it spelled correctly? Because I can't even find it on the internet. So I would love to know if if you know of any of that. There's a lot of sewing in this journal. Here's some little banners. It has a little bit of cheesecloth, and I love this paper. Each of the signatures, there's 6 signatures in here, and they each have lace or fabric. Also have some with fabric. Quite a bit of little charms and beads that I put in here. I have a lot in my stash, so I'm trying to use them up, and you know, it's fun. So here's just some paper, and here is some stamping. This is from the Friendship Defined stamp set, which is also available at littleacrescreations.com. Here's some really old music paper. You can tell it's kind of brittle. Some old graph paper. This has all been coffee stained. And there's tons of journaling room in here. Some old music paper. We have a couple of quotes. This one says, "Live every day as thy last," by Marcus Aurelius. I don't know if you guys can even see that. Have a little pocket tuck spot with some cheesecloth, lace, and some ribbon. I love this ribbon. I think it's so beautiful. And then just a cameo that I had in my stash, a postcard, just an older one. And then this is just a little tuck spot. Let me show you. So you can just tuck something in there. Some paper. And this is a photo from 1955. And then there's some writing on the back. The other side of the graph paper, the music. Here's a stamp. And some other little pieces there. And that other paper. I love this paper. I think that's so pretty. This is some dirty muslin. Little tuck spot. And this I thought was really fun. It's just a recipe postcard. I'm not sure how old it is, but I thought they were really fun. So I stuck that in there. I tried to put a lot of stuff in here so you can, you know, just enjoy yourself as you're looking through here. There's tons. This is from an Italian book. So it's a poem, I think. But, you know, I can't read Italian, so. So if you can, then. Okay, and here's some. This is just an old card. So an old Rolodex card. And this is some music notes. Just from like, I think it's like Game Bingo or something. I'd never figured that out. And there's my stamp I was missing earlier. And then just a little journaling spot. These are some vintage buttons, and this is just some lace. And my mother-in-law tatted me a whole bunch of little pieces. So this is a hand-tatted heart. On there, some more stamping, another tuck spot with a little, some more of that other stuff. Another postcard. Some more lace. I just like that. I aimed for like greens and golds on this. So I really love that. Now this, I wanted to show you this. This is an older or a newer Rolodex card, but the other one I showed you was an older one. And it was thin. Look how much difference that is. I was thinking, you know, back in the day, all you needed was a name and a phone number. Now you need a name, phone number, email, fax number, all that good stuff. This is one of those old decals that I got. I'm not sure how old it is. I'm thinking around the 70s. And she used them for ceramics. So look at that tea staining and that beautiful coffee staining. Some more of that old paper. The peasant song. Some more of that Italian. And then another tuck spot. A little bit more tatting. I wanted to bring this color in because I have it throughout the book. So I tatted that. I was thinking I'll have my mother-in-law do a bunch of more tatting for me. But I thought, well, I can tat too. So here's just an old Pillsbury renewal thing for $5.95. I thought that was fun. Another saying up there. Here is just some recipes from an old cookbook, a bridge score sheet, some more dirty muslin. So this has well over 140 pages, 160 pages. There's about 7 or 8, 7 in each signature times 4, so no, times 4 times 6. Now this is a Italian card, so I thought that was kind of interesting. I'm pretty sure it's Italian. The Plaza, I guess it could be Spanish. I don't know. I don't know either one of those. Then I did another one, and that again, the stamping is from Friendship Defined. And this heart is one, you know, that my mother-in-law did, and I put these vintage buttons on here. And I love that color, so I put it throughout the book and just did that. That's one reason. So I just made a lace pocket right there. Here's some vintage buttons. I put the green in here. That's kind of my theme. Some Italian song paper. Some more song paper. So this book is going to be called Adelita. I don't know. Anyway, this word right here. I thought it was a pretty name, and you know, hopefully it is a name. It was just so pretty, and I thought I'm going to name this book that. So Adelita, I'm going to call it that. This is just a tuck spot, another one of those cards. This is from Ouray, Colorado, so from 1976. Some more lace, like I said, a bunch of sewing, just some interesting articles. I thought that would be kind of fun, something to read. Some more stamping, some more just lace and ribbon, and then just a little journaling card. I just made some of these with the leftover papers. And this is a 1954 calendar that's also a ledger, however the ledger's upside down. But the calendar is correct. And then just a little. And then look at those colors. Isn't that pretty? This is some really teeny tiny graph paper. It's like an 1/8 of an inch or a 1/16 of an inch. It's tiny. I'm thinking it's 8 because it looks like there might be 8 across. But I can barely see it. Just some more journaling cards. And then this is some more of that, the ceramic, the water decals. And I thought that was cool. That's why I think it's the 70s. Look at those photos. Those pictures. I think those are so cool. And I got like a whole stack of them. So I made some little coffee rings on here. Here is another charm that I made. I thought this was cool. This is the church calendar for 1962. And then on the back is Zodiac. It just made me laugh. But look at that coffee. Isn't that pretty? I love that. Some more of that ragged paper. I love this book. I think it's so awesome. One of the really antique cards, and that's another decal. And I have a couple of these clips, and those are the Tim Holtz clips. I forgot to mention it earlier. Another quote. And then this. And then, like I said, just some interesting memorabilia. And that is Adelita. That's how I'm going to pronounce it. But I thought it was such a beautiful book. Isn't that gorgeous? And it looks like the color is true. So, you know, on my end anyways. But again, it's just deep green. So thanks so much for watching. This will be listed in my store, littleacrescreations.com. So head on over if you're interested in picking this up. Or head on over and check out the store. See what else we offer. Thanks for watching. You guys have a great day.